Well, we are out and we are going to be targeting some walleyes today, but on top of targeting some walleyes, we're going to be doing some ice camping. I've kind of got my flip over sled dialed into a really cool setup that I really like to kind of maximize my space, but also comfort. And so I'll run you through that whole setup. But first, before we do that, we're going to try to find an area where I want to set up shop. So I'm going to do a bunch of running around, hopefully catch a few fish, kind of find a high percentage area where I want to set up to maybe catch a little bit this evening bite, but also catch the bite tomorrow morning. Yeah, there's just fish kind of roaming all over this thing. Just need some to come a little closer. Definitely seems to be a little spot congregating these fish. Oh, we got fish coming in the area here. This is where I should have a dead stick down. Might go throw a dead stick over in that hole over there. Well, I kind of find an area that I'm seeing quite a few fish. Haven't caught anything yet, had a few bites, got chased away by a pike. But otherwise, I think we're gonna finish out this evening bite. Then we're gonna set the shack up and I'll kind of talk you through all of my winter camping setup. Ooh, I think that might be somewhat in line with my dead stick. Doesn't really seem like it though, I don't know. Oh, yep, it just went. Gonna reel down. You can feel it, see that weight. That's what's so nice about that noodle tip on this dead stick. Yeah, feels like a good fish. Feels like a solid fish. I wonder if that wasn't the one that I saw on the live scope. I was seeing one off to the side. Looked like a solid fish, though it doesn't have a ton of fight right now. Come on. This bottom of the hole stuff is always so sketchy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Look at this fish. Just got it off, put it back in the hole to get a drink. Try not to get caught on my line there. What a sweet fish. You're probably not going to see this. We are going to get that one back down. Look at the belly on that thing. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was sweet. Well, that fish right there might have been worth it to decide to finally set up camp here. So, don't know if I'm gonna be able to show you too much of setting up camp just because it's gonna get kind of dark, but either way, we'll give you a tour of the setup. Well, after that little bit of process, we are finally set up. Although I will say, compared to like a hub house, this has been much easier. But I'm actually gonna take my phone out here and I just wanna give you a little bit of a walkthrough, show you kind of the main concept behind this bed, and then show you some of these little things that are just super helpful when I'm camping on the ice. All right, so we're gonna start with the main thing, and that is the bed. As you can see, it's across where my kind of tub is, and I'm just gonna set this down so I can show you. Basically what I do is I can lift this up just like this. There's a hinge underneath that can actually just slide off, so I can take it off when I want. I have these bungees up here, so if I want to, I can just kind of hook them up. I have another one up here so it can stay up a little bit more. And then the other cool thing about that is I have my regular bench seat, so I can put my bench seat back on, but I'll just show you those hinges. They're just basically quick off hinges, so I can slide it off if I want to, if I'm not gonna be, you know, camping out. I don't wanna lug this thing around because it is a little bit heavier. And then we go over to here. You see I actually have these, which are where I clamp my poles. These poles right here that hold everything tight. I clamp those in underneath here, and I have my finicky foolers even underneath those. I did have to cut a little hole right there, you can see, to be able to fit my pole in there. Again, that is kind of where I had to cut where the pole goes so I can lift it up. Obviously, I have both nets here that I can just put random stuff in. You can see I have food stuff here. I have hooks for my jacket. Over here, I have two actually. These are Arclab. They're these flip over tables. They're super nice, super convenient. As you can see, it actually pushes away the wall a little bit as well. Got fishing rods. I can put my phone there. I have measuring tape, all that kind of stuff. You can put pliers, iPad for recording my live scope. I did want to mention basically what this is. This is a waterproof mattress cover like you would get for, say, a kid or something like that. I have little grommets here, so I can just hook and unhook. About a queen size kind of mattress topper, and actually just cut it into two so I could have it double thick. So this is actually 4 inches of memory foam. It's gonna be super nice. So as we move around over to this side, you can see I have that Otter roll top table that I talked about in one of my earlier videos. Underneath, you can see I have a couple power stations. I don't know how well you can see that. This is the new big amped outdoors one, and then this one is the smaller. This one is from Ice Hole Power. You can see I'm charging my auger battery. I'm gonna be charging my live scope tonight. That big one is definitely the one you're gonna wanna go with if you're doing like multiple nights. You know, I might not have had to do it for just a couple nights, but being able to set this up, charge my stuff up, I can just camp. I could probably camp for this whole week with this power station. And then as we work over here, these are the Clam Aurora lights, super bright. I actually really like those. Kind of like how they've turned out, give a nice light, and you can see it still is plenty bright back here as well. Obviously have my carbon monoxide detector, my carbon monoxide alarm, and actually I ordered one, it didn't get here in time, but one that my buddy Brett uses. It is awesome. One thing I forgot, up here I have this fan. This is just a little battery powered fan, super nice. Then I have my heater with a little cooktop. Again, I keep it up off bottom with those crates. Live scope up on top, and then over here I have my boots just tucked away, minnow bucket. Another hanger up here for my bibs, especially because those are gonna drip, so I want them closer to one of those holes. And then this is that floor that I've talked about a little bit. I made a couple videos on it, and this thing is awesome. You know, you can see it when I set it up, it goes so quickly. And then here I actually kept some of those hole covers. You can see I kept the hole covers that I cut out, and so I can have like my live scope pole is inside one of those hole covers. Here you can see I have a rattle reel. This is a Rapala quick attach. Then I just put a little clip on it, so I can kind of put it wherever I want. But I have that going directly down through that whole cover as well. And so essentially there's very minimal open ice or open snow with this floor, with that setup. So essentially a lot more space. I had my cot here before, you might have seen that video, but this creates a lot more space where I could just stack stuff and organize stuff. Creates a much more open, and I could even take out this table if I wanted. Again, if you're curious about any of this stuff, I'll put all the links in the description below for all these little doodads and whatnot. So now they're all set up, I'm gonna transition to making some food. All right, so what we've got for supper tonight, we have a batch of chicken tortilla soup. I've got my salad in a bag here. So we are going to say grace and then we're gonna eat. Well, we're full, we're warm, nice and cozy. This memory foam is calling my name, especially with the newborn. Don't get much sleep, so I'm gonna take advantage tonight. Even though I'm all nice, I'll probably get better sleep than I was at home. Again, thank you to my wife, Alyssa, she's amazing, and my mother-in-law coming over to help out. So one thing I did want to mention is I am 5'10", and this is basically just barely long enough for me with a little extra length when the house is pushed out like that. It's about right. Probably won't want it even an inch shorter. Otherwise, honestly, I'd like to get up to the next size up, the resort, and I've got some cool ideas to kind of deck that out. So that's kind of what I'm thinking if this goes well. Maybe upgrade to that next year and then see what other kind of fun ideas. If you have any suggestions through this video, let me know in the comments, but otherwise I'm gonna head to bed. We'll either see you with a rattle reel or in the morning. Check, check. Well, we definitely have something on the rattle reel here. Hopefully the audio is okay. I can probably turn my noise machine off, but it's there. Looks like an okay fish on the live scope. Whoa, it is swimming up with me. Maybe we have a burbot, who knows? Seems decent. Oh, we got a big walleye! Oh, we got another big walleye. Oh, what an alarm. Pop it on the bump board quick. We have 25 and a half. in the middle of the night. Sweet. We're gonna let this one go. All right, we're back set. We're heading back to bed. We'll see you when we see you. Oh. Well, it is officially time to get up. We're gonna kind of transition a little bit to fishing today because yes, sitting on this bench would be fine. Honestly, with the padding, it's really not that bad. But I wanted something that I could fish a little more comfortably during the day, like with a seat with the backrest. So I have my otter seat underneath here. I can kind of show you how that transition is gonna look here. I'll lift up, bring it up here, pull this little loop, hook it onto that one, pull this hook, put it onto that one, grab my seat out of here, put it up, and now we're ready to rock fish for the day in a seat, which is going to be a little bit more comfortable. So, but now that we are set up and ready to rock, we're going to make a little breakfast. I have some pre-made breakfast burritos. Just gonna, nice thing about that, just wrapping them in tin foil like this, I can just set it right on top, just let it kind of heat up, and then we're going to be golden. My live scope's not recording. We have fish in the area. See if that guy wants the dead stick. Yep, he bit the dead stick. Yep, he's on there. Come on, load it up. Another good fish. Another beauty. There we go, another plump. Nice, this one's mid-20s. That wasn't recording, whoops. Well, bit of a yard sale this morning. Ooh, 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 ooh. Jeez, this guy came up and crushed it. Another walleye, but this one's not nearly as big, and my camera's crooked. Big one way up high. Wasn't super interested. I'll pull this guy up. Oh geez, he bit it on the way up. What the heck? I don't even think this guy knows he's hooked. Oh, it's a burbot. Yes. He is making a mess out of my shack right now. Oh my goodness. My pop just spilled. Come on. Little daytime burb. These things are so darn hard to hold for a picture. Yikes. I am a mess right now, but we're having fun. At this point, my burrito's cold. I need to warm that back up. And I think my live scope's gonna be back ready to rock here. Yeah. Yep, like that. Wanted it moving a little faster. Had to be kind of ripping it around a little bit. Oh yeah, I would be pleased with these any day of the week. And we even got to eat on the live scope. Wow. Things are looking up, folks. Be a nice eater if you were looking to eat. That one's on that Thumper spoon by Northland. It's like a red and gold, and it's got gold glow on the back. I like having some sort of glow if I'm fishing a little bit more stained body of water or fishing after dark, which is what we're doing. I did want to talk through a little bit of what I'm fishing, and I might have talked through it a little bit yesterday, but I was kind of doing just running around from hump to hump to hump, trying to find some of these sweet spots. Sometimes when the map is super accurate, you can find like that nice little inside turn. You can find that kind of spot on the spot. This hump was not super accurate. You know, I knew there was a hump here, so I came over here and actually used the live scope to kind of bounce around. And essentially what I was doing is I would see fish, and I would see them even kind of lined up, but they were so spooky. When I would drill a hole over there, they would scatter. And so I did find an area here where I saw a pretty good consistency. So I'll actually zoom out and just kind of show you what we're working with. We got a little bit of a high spot right here. As I kind of pan around, you can see how it drops down on all those sides. Here, I'll go to auto. You can see how it kind of drops down. So we're kind of on top of this little bit of a hump. And as I kind of pan around, you can see there's some like rocky, rubbly type stuff. And then over there, there's just more rocks, more stuff. But you can see this is kind of the high point of it. And so this is, especially being on the high point, I kind of like that for those low light periods as those fish move up shallower. And I also like it for even those overnight periods. Like you saw, we caught a nice one at dark and a nice one right in the middle of the night. I'm liking structure right now this time of year. As it moves into more midwinter, any type of structure is good, especially that 20 to 30 foot where it kind of tops out in that 20 to 30 foot range. Who knows? Maybe we'll get that one coming through, but just want to touch base on spot before I forgot. Yeah. It's a little windy out here. Woo! Woo! Wow! Wow, 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 wow. Wowzers. It is ripping out there. Whew. Oh, that was not very smart. Now my pants are all snowy. Oh boy. I got one coming up here in a bit. I'm just getting the stuff packed up. Just getting stuff packed up because, as you heard, the wind is ripping. Showed you a little clip and we're calling it. I was gonna stick it out for a little bit longer, but we are, calling it. It's just getting to be too nasty out. Either way, fun one to end on. Been definitely an adventure. Maybe not the best time to do a quick overnighter with all this wind, but I had a lot of fun. Caught some big fish. Hopefully you got at least a few tips and tricks from this video. Otherwise, put your suggestions down below of any maybe things that you do when you're ice camping. I love looking at some of this stuff. I'm a gear junkie, so it's so fun seeing everyone else's what they do. I'm all over the Facebook pages, seeing what people do. It's where I got a lot of these ideas. So drop comments below, things that you think I could improve, things that you would do. Otherwise, this has been kind of a scattered end of the day. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.